We're live at 7:02. Let's get it going and let's cue the intro. D-Hop, what's up, baby?
3, 2, 1. We have a liftoff.
What's good, what's popping, what's shaking? I am... Give me 1 second, and I'm going to get into what we got going on today. We got some pre-cap, we got some recap, we got some new cap, we got some old cap. We just don't got your cap. But I'm going to get your cap in a second. Watch this. Nah, bro, what's popping? I'm looking crazy right now, man. I'm looking crazy right now. I don't got no haircut, man. I need a shape up, man. I'm looking crazy, dog. I'm looking crazy, man. I'm trying to get this streaming before the game start. Game start in an hour. I just want to talk about what happened yesterday. I want to talk about what happened yesterday night. I want to talk about what's going to happen tonight. I want to talk about what might happen Saturday. And we're going to get through all of that in just a quick moment. I just need to get a couple more heads in here. You feel me? That way I can feel more secured about myself. Let's see. I sent it to the Discord. Discord. Roach, what's good, baby? How are you feeling? That's not Roach. Corn! It's Corn! I don't know why I just seen Roach. I didn't see your first name. Corn, what's up, baby? How you feeling, bro? I'm trying to post this link out everywhere. Let me see. Corn, you got some Facebook followers that love podcasts, that love football, that love to talk sports. Send them my way. Episode 10. That's today. Can't believe we're already 10 episodes in. I'm feeling pretty good. I got a couple more things to send out real quick, like this Instagram post. I'm gonna get y'all in it, right? X, no. Cancel. Oh my God, I hate Instagram. Yep, we're gonna cancel. We're gonna get a new post. We're gonna look. We're gonna turn this picture. Bang. We live. Yo, you can send them my way too. I'll take those too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll spit some game. Not to them, not for them. But I'll give out free game for the ladies that need game on how to get a man, keep a man, and stay with a man. You feel me? Especially a man with money on. I tell them, I'll put them on. Send them my way. What'd he say? Bring me my money. That just crazy. Now let's talk about the game last night. I think that was one of probably the greatest season openers that we will see in a long time. Not unless they do a crazy Super Bowl rematch in the game opener, in the season opener, or next year they do the NFC Championship rematch, and that game might have been really close. You know, I don't think we're going to see another season opener like that in a long time. Lamar Jackson put up 395 yards. Patrick Mahomes, 291, an interception, 2 touchdowns. One touchdown. Lamar Jackson. I can't say enough great things about both quarterbacks, but really I can't say enough great things about Lamar. I really can't. I really hate the hate that Lamar gets. I hate that for him. I hate and love that for him at the same time, because he is such a one-of-one quarterback, bro. He is really in his, like, you know how Patrick is in his own stratosphere. Lamar is in his own stratosphere as well. Like, they are two quarterbacks, they are two players that play the same position, but they are on their own levels. You feel me? Like, I don't think Lamar, it's two things that he could have done differently. Three. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna touch on this. The game that he played last night was good. It was really good. I just think that it was three plays. It was three plays that I just wish we could take back, that he could take back and do better on. And one of those plays was the almost interception that he threw to Isaiah Likely down the middle of the field. I feel like if he puts that, he wasn't, for some reason, Lamar, he can put some zip on a ball. I don't know why he wasn't throwing any heaters last night. I didn't see him put no heaters out. I think everything was just like a loft, or like a ball with some air under it, or like a gentle throw. I don't understand why he wasn't putting any heat on any of those throws last night. But I feel like if he would have gave Isaiah Likely a chance on that deep ball down the middle, that would have been a really huge play. And if he throws it away from the DB, because the DB was already behind Isaiah Likely. He was already behind Isaiah Likely. So all you have to do is really throw it in front of Isaiah Likely, if y'all get what I'm saying. Like, if the DB is, if we're running that way, right? Let's say we're running that way, I'm running this way, and the DB is, technically, if I'm looking at the ball is right here. The DB is technically on my back, right? If Lamar throws that ball with some heat, and he either throws it away from the DB, which would be like to my left going that way, or if he throws it with some heat and he throws, like, back shoulder, then I could turn around, high point the ball, and I think that's what he might have been going for, but it just looks like he just lofted it up down the middle of the field, and he kind of got lucky that it wasn't intercepted, or else that would be another big play that everybody would be talking about. I think the second play that I wish he would have got back is the what play was it? The fourth down. The fourth down where they went for it on 4th and 3rd, and Nelson Aguilar missed the entire block. I think that play right there, I think he would like to have that back. I think him and John Harbaugh would like to have that back, and I think they would call that play differently, in my opinion. I think it was a great play call. Don't get me wrong. I just think that Nelson Aguilar, he did the same thing last year. He was a terrible run blocker last year, and when it comes to run blocking assignments, he just whiffs them for some reason. And you can't do that in a Ravens offense. You really can't. You have to know where you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to be blocking and stuff. And they looked out of sync last night, in my opinion. I just think they looked too out of sync for it to be their first game and their revenge game and a hype game, all that stuff. Second year in this offense. A lot of same guys brought back. There's only one new guy on the field, and that's Derrick Henry. And the 3 offensive linemen. But as far as chemistry and knowing the playbook and stuff, I think that was a really bad. I think that was a really bad play. Well, a really good play that just went bad. And then my last one that I think Lamar wants back is the second to last throw that he made to Zay, which is what we're about to talk about right now, Corn. Well, it wasn't to Zay. To clarify, by what Lamar said, and you could really, I wish I could bring it up. If I could bring it up, I think I'm going to bring it up. Hold on, let me see. It's going to get a little laggy real quick, fellas, but just give me a second. I'm going to try and bring it up. Just so I can break this down to y'all and give y'all my honest opinion about it, because when you look at it, he threw it in a window where the receiver was supposed to be. Okay? He threw it to where the receiver's supposed to be. So when you throw it to a receiver where he's supposed to be, I just think that it was really miscommunication. I don't think it's a bad ball. In my opinion, I do not think it's a bad ball. I think that is a perfectly thrown ball. Now that's the thing, Corn. A lot of people were saying they should have ran the ball more. They should have used Derrick Henry more. Like, why bring in Derrick Henry if Lamar is just gonna have 16 carries, 120 yards? Listen, the Ravens played the exact same game. Hey, Ron, what's up, my boy? The Ravens played the exact same game that they played last year. Okay? They started off running the ball really well because that first series they ran the ball really well, right? That first drive when they scored opening drive, they ran the ball really well, right? And then they get away from the run because now Kansas City is starting to blow that line up. It's a new line. Derrick Henry, he's getting stopped in the backfield. Okay, he's getting 2-3 yards a carry, but now we're looking at 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4. And, I mean, even though the whole playbook is at your disposal, that O-line cannot hold up but for so long. You know, and Kansas City plays really good man coverage behind their blitz schemes. So I don't think running it on 4th and 3rd would have been, unless they're running a read option to the field, right? Then maybe so. But I really, on 4th and 3rd, I like that play call that they called. I just don't like the person. I don't like that Nelson Aguilar completely whiffed the block. Okay, that's what I don't like. I don't like that he completely whiffed the block. So we're gonna go to this play, and I'm gonna see if I can get it from the all 22 angle. Oh wait, no, this is. I'm gonna talk about this play too, because the Ravens made so many stupid plays like personnel wise, they just look so out of sync. And I know it's the first game, but it just looks so out of sync. It just looked like everybody was so, like, it was Lamar and then it was everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it could have been a lot better. I think it was too sloppy for me for the first game. And I hope that they clean it up by week 16. I hope it's all cleaned up and we see a really polished team. But they play a lot of hard hitting, like, punch you in the mouth teams this season. They have a very hard schedule this year. It doesn't get easier from here. Okay, well, it gets a little easier, but they played the best of the best. They played the cream of the crop right here. But it doesn't get easier. They have the Bills this year. They got Cincinnati twice, obviously. They got Pittsburgh twice. They got the Browns twice. That's 4 playoff teams right there that they have to play. Exactly, Corn. This is exactly why I think that starters need to play at least 1 to 2 drives in the preseason. But what do I know? You come out looking sloppy. So I'm going to switch to my laptop screen so that I can show you guys this real quick. Okay. This is the play where he threw to Zay Flowers. I'm going to get it into all 22 in just a second. And like the end zone camera in just a second. All right. So you got Nelson Aguilar right here. You got Zay right here. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. You got Nelson Aguilar right here. You got Zay right here. You got Mark. And then you got Bateman. Likely is not on the field because he was just hurt on the last play. Okay? I'm going to break this down for you guys. So. Oh, I can't press. Is there anything going on my stream over here? We're good? Okay. So I'm going to click play. All right, cool. So everybody's playing sticks, right? This right here is what had me messed up originally. Why is Justice Hill one-on-one with Chris Jones? That's where the play messed up originally at from the start. Okay? That's where the play messed up originally from the start. This guy on this guy. This guy blocking this guy. Now, Justice gave great effort. Okay? If y'all watch this play, Justice gave great. Look at the effort that he's giving. Right? And that's 2 plays in a row. Okay? But there's no reason that your second string, soon to be third string running back when Keaton Mitchell comes back, essentially, in October, November, should be blocking the best D tackle in the game. There's no reason that should be happening, Todd Monken. Okay, so back to the throw. Okay, we seen Bateman flash across the field, right? I hope y'all seen that. Let me see. Where is it? Okay. Bateman's right here in a tight slot. Bateman should be open right here. Right in this split. Because this guy's going to flare. This guy's going to flare here. Bateman should be open right here, right now. Right? Look what happens. I just want you guys to see where he goes. He gets held up off the rub. He goes upfield to go behind the coverage, right? Because now that he got the linebackers to jump him, he's going to go behind the coverage. Lamar has to step up because of pressure. And it's a good ball, but he does not sit in the window. He doesn't sit in the window. Okay? Now, my problem with Zay Flowers is that Zay Flowers, you are also open in the first window. You also need to settle down and throttle in the first window. Okay? You need to show your numbers to your quarterback. Right now, you're just running like this across the back of the end zone and you're wide open for 3-4 yards. There's nobody close to you. Nobody close to you. Settle down. Sit. Look at your make eye contact with your quarterback. Look at where your quarterback's supposed to be. Y'all supposed to practice scramble drill every day. Your quarterback's a scrambling quarterback. There's no reason that you guys do not practice this every day. Right? So, I really don't think this is an overthrown ball. I don't think this is a miss to Zay Flowers. I think that this is a miss to Bateman, as he said, because now when I watch the playback after he said that, I'm like, okay, I can see where Bateman, sorry guys. I can see where Bateman being the target is supposed to happen. Let me see if I can find Ravens all 22. Let's see if I can find that play. I think all 22 might have posted it already. If I could find it, we could get a better angle of it. And we could see. I'm not going to find it right now. Of course, when I need it the most, I'm not going to find it. But either way, we can clearly see that, you know, that wasn't I'm sorry, my freaking thing is blocking what you said. As wide receiver coach for many years on various levels, me and number 4 would have had it out after the game on that play. Nah, facts, because, bro, you're supposed to sit in that window. I'm going to find this, hold on. Lamar overthrow. I'm going to find this video, man. I'm going to find this video. Okay, boom, I found it. Perfect. Here we go. This is beautiful. This is beautiful right here. Okay, this is beautiful right here. Okay, here we go. First window is literally right here. I can see where Bateman is going. I can see why he said he's looking for Bateman. But he's staring down this whole play. The only problem I have with Lamar right here is I know you're under duress, but you cannot limit your play to only 2 players. You have to know your entire offense. You have to know what you have on that other side. You got a 6-man protection. That means you have 4 routes on the field. You have to know where your other guys are going to be at all times. If this isn't here, right? Like you did, you throw it away. But look at where this is where you need to sit. You're not. I'm sorry. Yeah, this right here is where you need to sit. You're not showing your numbers. You see how Bateman flashed his numbers so Lamar can see him? And you see how he tried to stop because he knows him and Lamar are making eye contact right now. This is the eye contact that they're making. This ball should have been right here. Right here to Zay. And if I truly believe Lamar did not see Zay, because if there's no way he doesn't make this throw right here. There's no possible way. We just seen him make a 53-yard bomb to Rashad Bateman 2 plays before in a tight window. There's no way. There's no way. I highly doubt that he misses that throw. Now, I want to get to the Isaiah Likely, the one where he missed Isaiah Likely in the corner on the flag route. Let me see if I can find that. Isaiah Likely played like a dog. This is what you want from your players all the time. This is what you want from your players all the time. Like, he did everything you wanted him to do last night, man. Isaiah Likely, Mark Andrews watched Isaiah Likely take his spot last night. I'm going to just say Isaiah Likely missed throw. Let's see. Because if I put Lamar Jackson missed throw, we're going to see a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, perfect. Right here. Again, Justice Hill blocking Chris Jones. Oh, wait, no. This is the last play of the game. No. Which I really feel like they could have gave that to them, man. I feel like that's so not enough, man. All right, right here. This play right here, I know it's not going to show us the full play, but where Lamar threw it compared to where everybody said he should have thrown it, that's an interception if by any means. I think Isaiah Likely did have him beat to the back of the pylon, right? I Likely has Cook beat to the back of the pylon. That's no question about that. But that window is so tight to throw it in because Cook is such an athlete. If you throw that away from the DB, I don't even think you can throw that in that tight window away from the DB, especially with him lurking underneath and this guy lurking underneath and him coming at the angle that he was coming at, because Likely is running this all the way to the back pylon. All the way to the back pylon. Look at the trajectory of where he's landing. He was running this from here all the way to here. There's nowhere else for Lamar to put that ball. I'm not saying that an MVP player should not have completed this pass. I just think that this pass is very much harder to make than a lot of players are saying, or a lot of people are saying that it is. This throw to Likely was not as open as everybody wants to believe that it was. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't. It wasn't as open. As much as it looked open, it wasn't as open as much as everybody wants to say that it was. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm sorry. But enough of the Ravens though. Let's talk about the Chiefs now. Let's talk about the Chiefs and what we've seen from the Chiefs. Jawaan Taylor, you're a cheater. I don't know how you call Ronnie Stanley 4 times for a legal formation, but then when the Chiefs get on the field, you have Jawaan Taylor doing the same exact thing. And you're not calling him for the flag. And then you're not going to call him for an obvious false start. Come on now. It just felt like, I'm not going to be the one that says games are fixed. I'm not going to say that. I will not be that person that says games are fixed. I feel like you have 4 quarters to win a game. You have 4 quarters to beat the other players. It should not be up to the refs. You should not leave it up to the refs to determine whether or not you're going to win a game. I'm not going to be that guy, okay? But what I am going to say is you have to call a game fair. You have to call a spade because Jawaan Taylor was literally lined up in his 2-point stance. He was lined up next to Rashee Rice. Him and Rashee Rice's back foot are literally lined up next to each other. If that's not in the backfield, I don't know what is. I feel like there were holding calls missed. There were holding calls missed. There were a killer false start that would have changed the game. I think not really changed the game, but I think it probably would have made KC play differently on that play. And it was really bad. I think, and then so everybody wanted to talk about Spags and a legal timeout. So apparently, and it wasn't. I didn't see any clips of it. Andy Reid had called for the timeout, and another judge had seen it and granted the timeout. But I don't think Spags knew that the other refs down in the pylon judge the end zone judge, I don't think he's seen the timeout, so he went down there to call a timeout. Now, rule is, if the timeout is already granted by the head coach, then it is permitted for the assistant to go and call a timeout. That's the rule, right? But I just think I completely agree with you. I don't think that I don't want to be that guy that says that the game was fixed. I just think even with all the flags, man, you give. In my opinion, he's still the second best quarterback in the league. I don't care what nobody says, because there's not many quarterbacks that can go down with one timeout left, with a minute and 15 seconds to get downfield and score. Now, here is another play that I wish they would have gotten back. When they got downfield to Bateman, why not spike the ball? That way, you spike the ball, you give your team an additional 40 seconds to collect their breath. I get you got the defense on the run. You got the defense on their heels. Now they're tired. Now they're gassed. They can't make any subs. I get that. But your team is also tired too. You dialed up a really nice play, and you guys missed. You know, I feel like there could have been some things that could have been done a little better by the Ravens. But again, with the Chiefs, let me get back to the Chiefs. I don't want to keep talking about the Ravens. The Chiefs played really good football on offense outside of Jawan Taylor. I think outside of Jawan Taylor, they played really good football. I just think that the refs made it seem like it leaned a little bit too much towards the Chiefs. And I hate being that guy. I really don't like being that guy. But when you really look at it, a play at the goal line touchdown that Isaiah Pacheco got. Isaiah Pacheco got pushed back. And once you get pushed back, they're blowing the whistle dead. We all know that. We've seen it happen hundreds of times. They are blowing that play dead. For some reason, they let the play continue. And, you know, you could only hold up 5, 10, 1,100 pound, or, you know, a total of 1,100 pounds worth of men, fat and muscle, for so long. You know? I just think there was plenty of times that, you know, the Ravens did capitalize. They made the best out of the moments, and, you know, it came down to the wire. And I think, for me, although it's week 1, I just feel like that game it meant a lot more than it just being a week 1 game. I feel like that game meant so much more than it just being a week 1 game. I feel like that game, if the Ravens win that game, I feel like their confidence is not only is their morale is high going into the rest of the year, but I just think that their confidence is boosted, not even only boosted, but like exuberant. I don't know. Am I saying that right? I think I'm saying that right. Exuberant. Yeah, I think I'm saying that word right. I didn't just make that up. It's a real word, I swear. I just think that because we're going to see them again. I think this year the AFC, everybody's talking about the Jets. I don't think the Jets are going to make it. They're talking about Houston. I think Houston gets bounced second round again. I think we're going to see another Kansas City and Baltimore Ravens AFC title game. If not Kansas City, then Joe Burrow in Baltimore in the AFC title game. It just depends on matchups. And but I did like what I seen from KC. I think using Rashee Rice underneath and Travis Kelce intermediate, Patrick Mahomes is just not fair. Having Xavier Worthy, I really feel like the Ravens really made that game. They made the Chiefs look a lot more prepared than what they actually were, because there were some busted coverages. There were some plays where, like, last year Ravens would not allow that to happen. And I just think, like you said, Corn, they just weren't. The starters should have played at least one game. The starters should have played at least one game in the preseason. At least 2-3 drives. Just 2-3 drives. I think to start the season off with an opponent that big, yeah. And I exactly, Corn. If they win that game, I feel like, you know, we're gonna see the Ravens and Chiefs in M&T. And I think that the Ravens, they play great on the road. They really do play great on the road. We just seen that last night. They play really good on the road. But it's nothing like them playing at home, man. They play really well at home. It's just in the playoffs, you know, they just come up short. So I want to move on. We got a big game tonight. Another big game tonight down in Brazil. We got Jalen Hurts versus Jordan Love. And I keep seeing on DraftKings that Love Hurts. And that just makes me not want to bet on DraftKings. Because I feel like y'all are going to love to hurt my fucking feelings. And take my money. So I'm excited for this game tonight. Only because new faces and new places. Josh Jacobs and Saquon. I think if we can get, I think the over-under is also 48 on this game. And last night the over-under did not hit. I think if the Ravens would have, well, yes, no, it didn't. If the Ravens would have scored, then the over would have hit. Justin Tucker missing field goals. Damn, man, that game really was really. You know what's crazy about Justin Tucker and the Ravens? When Justin Tucker misses field goals, they actually do lose their games. That's actually kind of crazy. Let's see. Preview. No, let's go to. Let's see. The over-under is 49.5. So very similar to what it was last night. And the Eagles are favored in this game. I do want to go. I am going to lean towards the Eagles just because they have a veteran roster, more of a vet roster than that young Packers team. But I'm not going to count the Packers out. Josh Jacobs. You know what I can respect about Josh Jacobs? Saquon Barkley. As a Giants fan, Saquon Barkley has lost my entire respect. Now, as an athlete, go get your money. Go get your money because, you know, the Giants didn't take care of you. And, you know, I'm sad about that because we didn't take care of a lot of the stars that we've had that came through New York. We didn't take care of Brandon Marshall. We didn't take care of OBJ when we were supposed to. We traded him in his prime. Thank you, Dave Gettleman. Saquon, we franchise tagged him twice. Or once, and we were going to do it again, but we didn't. Paid Daniel Jones before we paid Saquon. I mean, Saquon, okay, you wanted to leave. I get it. You wanted to go. Okay. But why couldn't you go to the Bears? Why couldn't you go to Baltimore? Why couldn't you go to the Packers or there was another team that offered him, the Chargers. I think the Chargers offered too. Why wouldn't you go to those teams? Why would you go to a team that was busting your ass for 6 years? Busting your ass for 6 years. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Maybe because he's closer to home. Maybe because, you know, his family is there and stuff. I don't understand it. But you know what I respect about Josh Jacobs, and this is why I hope Josh Jacobs has a better career than Saquon at this point, because Josh came out on a report. It said that the Chiefs wanted to get Josh Jacobs, and they were trying to get Josh Jacobs really, 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 really bad. Really, really, really bad. Really bad. They were trying to get him bad. And Josh Jacobs said that, you know, he was a Raider for so long that he developed that hate for the Chiefs, that he could never see himself playing in a Chiefs jersey. He doesn't care what it took for them to get him there. He was never going to be a Chief. and he decided, and that's what made him decide to sign with Green Bay. Man, when I read that, I thought, yeah, Saquon, that just makes you look even worse now. Because there's no way, man. There's no way. Absolutely no way that you want to go and play for Philly after what they've been doing to you for the last 6 years. Now, you've had success against Philly, but Philly has, like last year, Philly busted y'all ass. Busted our ass. Year before that, Philly busted our ass. The year before that, Philly busted our ass. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Saquon leaving hurt, but Saquon leaving to go play with Philly probably hurt more than Dave Gettleman trading OBJ. I think, like, yo, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all where I was, what I was doing exactly. I was in Cleveland. And I was there for probably like 3 weeks. And the week before, Dave Gettleman had just came out and said, yeah, we don't plan on trading OBJ. We plan on keeping him here. We're going to extend him, sign him, whatever the case may be. And then the next week, I'm just getting up to go to work because I was working overnight. So I was just getting up to go to work. And I seen on the TV breaking news. Odell Beckham traded to the Cleveland Browns. Bro. Oh, shit, I almost fell. Okay, there we go. Bro, when I tell you, I literally started crying. I was shedding, like 2-3 tears came down my eyes because we haven't had a superstar like that in so long. And things were going in the right direction, bro. We got Barkley. We had OBJ. We were about to get a new quarterback and a couple seats. Bro, it just didn't. It hurt. It hurt different. It really did hurt differently when he got traded. But when Saquon left, and then you went to sign with Philly, for the same exact money that we offered him. They just offered him a little bit more. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Yo, I'm getting emotional, bro. I'm getting emotional about it, man. I'm about to crash. I'm really about to fall out this chair and crash out, bro. But like, yeah, we're in a really bad drought, and we're gonna be in a bad drought for probably like 2 more years. Hopefully next year we could get Shedeur Sanders, and then our cap will reset at that point because we won't have to pay Daniel next year. I think this is the last year we got to pay Daniel, and then we can void next year. Because we're not going to be extending him. Hopefully we'll get top 3 in the draft, and we can get Shedeur in the top 3. I'm hoping that the Raiders are either right behind us. I hope that the Raiders are right behind us, or if you guys are right there and you guys want to sign Dak Prescott because I got the money to do that, by all means, take Dak Prescott, get him out of the NFC, please. Please get him out of the NFC. But this is how I see the first 4 draft picks going. I think it's going to be between us, the Raiders. I think Arizona will probably be between 5 and 6, drafting the O-lineman. You got the Vikings who will probably be up there. I'm trying to think who else will be up there. Obviously the Giants, maybe New England, but I'm hoping that we're between 1 to 3. That way, we can do something with that. What I would like to see is for the draft next year is the couple teams that are in the back end of the draft to trade their first round draft pick and get a stud. But back to this Packers-Philly game, I really think that Christian Watson needs to have a big game. I really think that Jordan Love can have a big game versus this Philly secondary. If that pass rush doesn't get to Jordan Love and he has all the time to throw, because he has some studs. Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Luke Musgrave. No, Luke Musgrave's a Raider. Who is their tight end? I'm about to look right now. No, it is Luke Musgrave. Yeah. Luke Musgrave and Tucker Kraft. Tall guys. Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. Then you got. I think what hurts the Packers is losing A.J. Dillon. I think that hurts them more than what people think. Just because you got Josh Jacobs doesn't mean you want to run Josh Jacobs into the ground. You just paid the man. And I think having A.J. Dillon would have took a little bit off of him. So I think losing A.J. Dillon for the season will hurt a lot more than what people think. I don't know who their backup running back is. I've never heard of Marshawn Lloyd or Ellis Merriweather so those guys are gonna have to step up big time. Philly has two corners that's out. Let me go see what corners are out right now. Let me see. Cause I know that James Bradbury's out, but you might as well start a rookie at that point if you're banking on James Bradbury. Let me see who's starting tonight. Cooper DeJean, Avonte Maddox, Quinyon Mitchell, Isaiah Rodgers. Oh, is it Isaiah Rodgers? Is Isaiah Rodgers playing tonight? I really think even if you lose Bradbury, I really think that secondary is going to, like, these guys that they have, Avonte Maddox, if he could just play football and stop getting hurt, he'd be really good. I hope Cooper DeJean is what he's supposed to be. I mean, shoot. If Cooper DeJean could be what he's supposed to be, what everybody's expecting him to be, that should be really good for them. I mean, even though they're rivals, bro, I'm a fan of football. I don't want you guys to get things like misconstrued about me or misunderstood about me. I am a fan of football. When I see a stud on the field, I'm gonna root for that stud. I don't care what team you're on. Okay, like let me see for the Eagles, Jalen Carter, a dog. I hope that he can contend one day for Defensive Player of the Year. A dog, okay? He's going to be hell in the NFC East for a long time. A long time he is going to be hell. A.J. Brown and Smitty. Wait, these niggas got Will Shipley? Wow, their running back room is deep. Saquon, Kenneth, and Will Shipley. I like Will Shipley. If y'all know who Will Shipley is, he just came from Clemson, I think, right? A rookie from Clemson, yep. Will Shipley was nice at Clemson. Yeah, man, it sucks because everybody's up right now and we're not. But it's okay, our time is coming, and I want everybody at their best. I want the Cowboys at their best. I want the Commanders at their best. I want our division at their best. Just like what's going on for the NFC North with the Bears coming up. The Vikings are decent if they can have a starting quarterback. We know the Packers are going to be nice. And then the Lions, or even like the AFC North, where all those teams are nice. If our division can get back to being the NFC beast, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then we start curb stomping people. Oh yeah. But that's not gonna be for like another 2 seasons though. I give it like, honestly, if not next year, it's gonna be the year after. I really think with a new quarterback in our system next year, we are going to be a problem. I think, Devin Singletary is our starting running back for this season and next year. He signed a 3-year deal, but I really don't think that 3rd year is really gonna mean much. I think he'll probably be a backup by then. And we'll have another running back. I'm trying to think. We'll have another receiver next to Malik Neighbors. Jalen Hyatt is cool, but I don't think he'll last too long if he doesn't step up this year in his 2nd year. We got a tight end one in Theo Johnson. Oh yeah. I'm not excited. I just want to super sim this season. I want to super sim this season. Skip to the end of the year. See who wins the Super Bowl, and then get to the draft. Because I want Shedeur. Me, as a Giants fan, I want Shedeur. But yeah, I think, let me see. Oh, it tells me right here who's out. Oh, Isaiah Rodgers is not playing. Tanner McKee is not playing. Devin White is not playing today. That's huge. And Byron Young. Devin White not playing this game actually kind of concerns me for the Eagles because you've struggled at middle linebacker for the last 2-3 years. Who do you have at linebacker? You got Nolan and Josh rushing off the edge. Patrick Johnson, Jalix Hunt, Nakobe Dean. Got some studs. You got some studs. We'll just have to see how they perform. That game kicks off in 30 minutes. Y'all tell me in the chat. I got 3 people in the building. I appreciate y'all for coming through and being here with me. I've been up for 48 minutes. Going on 49 in a few seconds. Tell me who y'all got. Tell me what y'all got going into this game. Who y'all got winning this game tonight? Let me know. I think I got the Eagles winning this game. I really, if I pull up the Eagles record, I really don't believe that the Eagles will have a bad record this year. Let me see. Eagles schedule. I think that the Eagles take a significant leap from where they were last year. But while I'm looking this up, y'all tell me who y'all got this tonight. And y'all give me y'all score predictions. While I'm doing that, I'm going to switch to my laptop screen. I'm going to tell y'all right now. All right, so Packers 34-31. Eagles, one of the best teams. So you got the Eagles winning tonight, D-Hop? You got the Eagles winning tonight, D-Hop? Corn, what's your opinion on it, Corn? Who you got winning tonight, Corn? I got the Eagles winning this game tonight in high fashion. I got the Eagles. Okay, 28-14. Okay, D-Hop, give me your score prediction, bro. What's your score prediction? I got the Eagles winning. I think this is going to be an over game. 49 is the over-under. I don't think that's too high. I don't think that's too low. I think that's perfect. I think that the Eagles win this game. I want to say... With the over-under being 49, I think that this game and the spread, what's the spread? The spread is like, I think -3. Where is it? I'm about to see. Spread is Philly -2. Philly -2. I do like Green Bay at +105 odds, though. I don't know, man, but they have the best O-line in the game, and I don't know if that front seven is really going to give that O-line any problems for real. But they're missing out in their O-line director and Jason Kelce. I think I'm still gonna go Eagles. I'm gonna go Eagles on this, with the spread being mine. I think that the Eagles win this game on the final drive. I'm gonna go 30-28. I think I'm gonna go 30-28. Yeah, I'm going to go 30-28. It's 28-27. They went for 2 early in the game, and they missed it. Or not even. They scored 3 touchdowns, kicked 2 field goals. They got to 27. Packers score on their last drive, make it 28-27. Philly drives down the field and kicks a field goal, make it 30-28. That's how I'm predicting this game. Somebody do me a favor and clip it for me. Somebody clip it for me. I don't know how to clip it. Somebody clip it for me. Somebody screen record, rewind, and clip it. And then text it to me. All right, let's go through the schedule though. I think these boys start off 3-0. Easy. Packers, Falcons, Saints. I think this is 3-0. I don't want to say easy because this game is going to be really tough. That secondary is definitely going to give Philly some problems. But I think this game, I think they go 3-0. I think they start 3-0. They always start really good. They always start by really good. You said Eagles are winning by 7 to 10 points. I don't know, with that over under and that spread, I don't know, man. I think 30 to 28 is a solid score prediction. I think that's pretty solid. I think the over under is hit. I think the over is hitting, and I think the spread is being covered. Bucks, the Philly and the Bucks, man. The last couple seasons, the Bucks has always given Philly hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking at this schedule, I really do not see them losing until like 1, 2, 3, 4, week 5. Because I think they come out over top on the Bucks. The Bucks have lost so many pieces, and nobody is really like. People really think that this second year Bucks team with Baker is going to be really good. I'm not saying that they're going to be bad, but I think they lost way too many pieces to even make the playoffs this year. I do not see them being a playoff team this year. I really don't. I'm trying to think the teams that are going to make the playoffs. You got the NFC North. I think the Lions will win that division. That's obvious. The Lions are winning that division. And then you got the NFC South. Who is that? Who's the NFC South? Oh, the Falcons are winning that division. Then you got the NFC West. Hot take here. I got the Rams winning that division. I think the 49ers take a step back. I don't know how. I don't know why. But I think they take a step back for some whatever reason. I don't know what it is. I can't tell you. It's just a feeling that I have. I can be wrong. And I'll admit if I'm wrong. If they win their division, they get the number 1 seed, I'll admit that I'm wrong. But I have a really good feeling about this Rams team. So I got the Rams winning their division. And then Philly winning our division. And I think with the Cowboys answering their problem in the running back room with getting Dalvin Cook, who has really fresh legs, and then you get your goal line back in Zeke, and then you got Rico as well coming off the bench behind them, I think that they answered their running back problem. So I think Dallas will be second in our division. So they'll be at that 5th seed, or no, they'll probably be at like the 7th or 6th seed. And then you got Packers, and then you got the Bears. I think it's either the Bears or the 40. No, you can't count the 49ers. That's really tough, man. The 49ers are going to make the playoffs, but another NFC, I think Seattle can make the playoffs too, though. We'll get to playoff prediction after week 1. After week 1, we'll get the playoff prediction. But I think that they beat this Browns team. I think they might lose to the Browns. It's a 1 o'clock game in Philly. They're beating the Browns. It's a 1 o'clock game in Philly. They're beating the Browns. They're beating us, obviously. Mid-afternoon game versus the Bengals in Cincinnati. After coming off of 2 back-to-back dubs, 3 back-to-back dubs, I think this is where they take their L. I think they take their L here. I just don't think their secondary will be able to keep up with Joe Burrow and company. That's if Joe Burrow and company freaking play healthy. If they can stay healthy, it's a different ball game we're talking about. But I think this will be a high-scoring game because Bengals really don't have no defense. They really don't. They got probably like a top 5 linebacker duo in Jermaine Pratt and Logan Wilson. But outside of that, I really don't see. I don't know their corners, nor do I know their safety. I think they got. Yeah, I don't. They ain't got really too much going on over there, defensively. But that's because all their offensive players keep taking all the money. They ain't got no money for defense. Jaguars, dub. Cowboys at Dallas. I think they split with Dallas. I think they lose to Philly. I think they lose to Dallas the first time, but then they beat them the second time at the end of the season. Because that's theirs. Yeah. Yep. I think they lose to the Ravens. They beat the Commanders. They beat the Rams. Oh, yeah, they're going to beat the Rams. They're going to beat the Panthers. I really see Philly probably going like 14-3 or 13-4, 13-4, and their losses coming from the Bengals, Cowboys, Rams, and the Ravens. Those are that's my prediction for them. I think they win the number 1 seed. So I got y'all score predictions. I'm not here tomorrow. So normally I'm live Saturday mornings. I'm not live tomorrow morning. I got some things I got to do tomorrow morning. But I'll be back Sunday morning though. And I'll do a longer stream Sunday morning just because I missed Saturday. We're going to have a lot to talk about. We got 3 big games tomorrow. We have Colorado versus Nebraska, a rivalry game off the E-Rock in the beginning of the season. I love that. We got, I think it was really just 2 big games. That game, and then we have Michigan versus Texas. That's a must-watch. I hope nobody misses that game. Please watch these games tomorrow, guys, because these is really good games tomorrow. Let me see what we got tomorrow. SMU and BYU are playing right now. Indiana is beating the hell out of West Illinois. So what we got tomorrow? We got Texas and Michigan at 12 to kick the day off. Another big game. Colorado and Nebraska. That's going to be middle of the day at 3:30. Ooh, we need a Baylor loss to Utah so that Utah can knock off Baylor a little bit. Give Colorado a boost. Swear there was another big game tomorrow outside of those 2. It doesn't look like it though. Tennessee versus North Carolina State. Number 14 versus number 24 team in the nation. So that'll probably be the 3rd big game. And then of course I gotta watch my Oregon Ducks, see how they perform, see if we could bounce back. They dropped us to 7, unfortunately. So gotta see how that goes. And then Sunday we'll talk about the games that that happened on Saturday. We'll talk about those 3 games. And then on Sunday, right before kickoff on Sunday, we will talk about, let's see, what games should I focus on? I want to see this I want to talk about that Cardinals-Bills game because that'll be Keon Coleman and Marvin Harrison. I'm going to talk about that. I don't really care for the Patriots and the Bengals because I don't think old boy is playing. Don't really care for Vikings and Giants. But I do want to see that D-line, so I might talk about that a little bit, that Giants D-line. Bears versus Titans. Steelers versus Falcons is a game that needs to be talked about. We'll talk about that game. Texans versus Colts. That's going to be a big game. That'll probably be the main game that's on. It's a CBS game, so that might be the main game on for the 1 o'clock. That's a division game to start the year. Second-year quarterbacks. That'll be a game to be talked about. Browns versus Cowboys is that 4 o'clock game, that mid-afternoon game. And Lions versus the Rams. And then we got a lot to talk about for Sunday. And then going into Tuesday. Because, Sunday, Tuesday. So Sunday we'll talk about the pre-caps, what our numbers are going to look like, what our bet slip should be. And then on Tuesday, I'll talk to you guys about the Jets and 49ers and do a recap of all the things that we saw that was good and not good. I'll give y'all my takes. I'll give y'all my love. Hey, take care of yourself tonight. If you're going outside, be safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Please be safe. There's too much crazy shit going on out here. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for sharing the stream. If you shared it, if you haven't shared it, please like, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Turn the notifications on so you know when I'm going live, because I know y'all not going to remember the schedule. I will see you guys Sunday. But until then, be easy.
2, 1. We have a liftoff.